What's up, YouTube? It's Ben, and in this video, I want to tell you how to be insanely valuable to your recruiting clients. All right, guys, my name is Ben Nader. If you have not watched this channel before, I do videos on entrepreneurship, finance, business, investing, real estate, recruiting, anything pretty much make money online and business. So this video is going to be particularly about providing insane value to recruiting clients. And as you guys should always know, I always talk about delivering value upfront, first, without expectation, because nothing follows value faster than money. So that's a great equation. I'll take that equation every single day. And I just want to show you exactly how to provide insane value and ultimately get insane amounts of money back in your recruiting agency because you're so valuable to your client. So let's jump right through exactly how to do that. All right, so number one is focus on solving their problems, not selling yourself or your agency. Okay, so a lot of people have problems with this one because they can't understand the blur between the lines of selling and just solving a problem, right? You don't need to sell in recruiting. I say it 100,000 times in videos and in consultations and when I coach, but you never sell, right? We're not selling in recruiting. What we're doing is solving problems, providing value that creates solutions to problems they have. Therefore, their problem is solved. They're like, yay, I'm happy, and they give you money, right? So that's how you need to be, solutions oriented. You don't need to worry about selling yourself, selling your agency, like all that stuff's garbage. Push it out of your head. That mindset is not going to take you far. That mindset will not get you to six figures, okay? So I need to dive deep on this, give you a little bit of explanation just so you understand exactly how it's done. All right, so after doing discovery, after doing a lot of question asking of your prospective client or the client that you signed an agreement with and you're doing business with, right? Pinpoint the problems that you can solve. Pinpoint the problem, if it's just one thing, that you can solve. Understand that there are things they're feeling pain from, right? It's the hiring process, it's retention, right? It's the culture, it's whatever it is, right? But there's a problem and there's a solution for every single problem, right? Where there's a will, there's a way, there's a problem, there's a solution. So you have the solution, you're the consultant, that's why you're there, that's why you're getting paid. Pinpoint those problems, right? Let's say it's retention. Understand, why is it retention? Is it retention because they're not paying enough? Is it retention because, hey, maybe somebody else is having a culture issue as a hiring manager? Is it retention because, I don't know, maybe the hiring managers are just like literally firing people left and right and everyone's scared about their jobs, or like what's the deal, you know? There could be a huge issue in there, but once you ask enough questions, you get to the point where you can focus on solving that problem, right? And really, you got to dive deep to do this, and don't be afraid to do so, because when you do, you get respect and you get the client's loyalty, because they'll understand you're right there trying to work with them in the trenches to solve that problem, right? And focus on the solution, not selling yourself and the agency. And oh my gosh, we can do so many things and we've helped so many clients and we've done amazing things. It's so cool, right? No one cares about that. Like nobody. All they care about is, can you solve my problem, bro? Like that's it. The hiring manager just wants that. So when you can focus on a solution, right, that you've crafted, like, okay, we've got a retention issue and I've got plan A, B, and C on how we can solve that. So we can utilize all three of these or one or two of these and we'll fix that retention problem. Here's how we're going to do it. Boom. You just gained so much credibility by solving for that issue, and you gained all the respect from the hiring manager because you heard them out and you listened to them, right? It's a difference. Understand, right? Hearing somebody versus listening to somebody. Okay? Understand the difference and understand solving that problem takes you way, way further into the deal. All right, so number two, create a custom hiring strategy for your client. You are there for a reason. Your client wanted to do business with you for a specific reason. We all know that, right? Again, piggybacking off of number one, they have a problem, right? It's generally the hiring process, right? Because you're there as a recruiter. So how do you maintain success by being a recruiter and providing ultimate value? Well, you create a custom hiring process. Generally speaking, almost 90% of clients that I've worked with and that all of our students in Recruiter Empire work with have a hiring problem, right? Their hiring process is flawed. There's issues, right? There's hangups, there's delays, there's things that everyone hates, right? Like literally even the HR and the hiring manager, they don't like it, right? Let alone the candidates that have to go through like a 6-day waiting period. Like that can't happen. So creating a custom hiring solution for them is pivotal. Understanding where the bottlenecks are, where the delays are, and how you can solve those is one way that you're going to be able to absolutely provide a ton of value to your client. And when they see this, once again, credibility skyrockets and your loyalty with the client goes like this. Now, just on top of that, there's many different things that you can do to create a custom hiring solution, right? But with that said, there's lots and lots of different problems in the hiring process. So you need to identify, just like I said in number one, what are the problems? Like where does it exactly lie and what's happening in the hiring process, right? So once you can identify if it's this, or that, then you need to go to the main, most important one. Maybe it's the speed, the delays, right? Maybe it's the way that they're looking at talent. They're turning away good talent for no good reason, right? That's terrible. So they need to revamp how they're doing that through you, the actual consultant, the person providing value, solutions, who in turn is going to get money, right? That's great. So find out a way that you can craft up a custom hiring process that's going to work across the board, solve all their problems on the hiring front, and again, providing value. Nothing chases value faster than money. All right, so the third item here is to deliver value quickly, right? If you want to be a valuable asset to your clients in recruiting, you need to be of speed. You need to deliver value quickly, ASAP, right? So as soon as you have all your discovery and all of your question asking and all of your interrogation of the client to understand, hey, what are the problems? A, B, C, D, this, that, whatever. Oh, and by the way, this too here, right? Once you figure all that out, quickly deliver value, right? So if they're just not finding talent, be a really good recruiter and get them talent within a week, right? Get to work. Like, get to work on LinkedIn. Send out a bunch of outreach. Utilize LinkedIn automation, right? Utilize perfectly crafted job ads if that's what the job entails, right? That you need to do if it's in the right tier. Like, utilize everything at your disposal because you're the expert, you're the consultant, remember, and deliver that value fast, right? Because everyone else who they've probably worked with or tried to work with has probably been really slow, right? Like 3 weeks slow. But how about you be 7 days fast or less than that? Imagine how amazing it would be, right? After talking with your client about all their problems and all the stuff that's holding them back and literally bringing them value, bringing them candidates in literally 6 days. After putting up some awesome Indeed ads or surfing LinkedIn to just find like the best candidates ever via email, interviewing them, bringing them to the table saying, hey, here I've got 6 candidates that I can offer up to you right now. That speed is going to blow them away and they will love you for it. When you can deliver value quickly, right? You are of utmost absolute love for this client, right? The client wants nothing more. Like think about it. If you have a cut on your hand somewhere, right? And it's just bleeding, right? And it's painful. Like how good are you going to feel when that is like band-aided up, has Neosporin on it, and it's no longer hurting you, right? The client has pain just like that. The pain is not a cut, but the pain is that they don't have the talent they need. And that's bleeding them money, right? Because it's the cost of vacancy, right? The cost of opportunity revenue for their company because they don't have those people in place. So when you can deliver value fast by bringing them top tier talent quickly, they're gonna, again, love you for it. They're gonna build loyalty with you. They're gonna do repeat business, referral business, all with you. And this is how you're gonna be the most valuable asset as a recruiter to your client. All right, so listen, this last one here is just kind of a bonus, right? But create solutions in the form of workflows and processes and procedures that your client can use after you take off, right? So first things first is they're gonna call you back. Don't worry about that. They're gonna call you in about less than 30 days when they have another need, if they have volume needs, if they do, right? But nonetheless, leave them better than you found them, right? So integrate solutions like workflows and processes and things that they can utilize, right, after you're gone, so that you don't have to be there with them, right? And they can actually utilize these things to help their hiring process. Trust me, they're gonna wanna make their hiring process even better. And they're gonna still have hiring needs. So they're gonna call you again because they know you're the expert and they'll think, wow, Ben came in and totally changed the game. Who are we gonna call? Not Ghostbusters. They're gonna call Ben, right? So they're gonna call you back and say, yeah, we need some help, right? Even though you're gonna install some of these workflows and processes for them to leave them better than when you found them. All right, guys, all of that is being the most valuable asset that you can for your clients. And this is exactly where you need to be. If you want to be making 6 figures or 7 figures in recruiting, you need to come from this place of delivering value, no expectation. You're going to get paid, don't worry, right? But delivering value on all these levels that I just spoke about. When you can do that and do it from the right place, right? From a literal just, I want to provide value to you place, right? You're going to win. You're going to win really, really big. And when you win really big like that, I'll tell you what, please smash that like button on this video, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and join our Facebook group, Recruiter Empire, link right down below this video in the description of the video. We want you there. We have over 15,000 recruiters in the group that you can learn, collaborate, interact, engage with. I'm in there. I answer questions. So we want you to be our next member. All right, guys, I will see you next time.